Pokémon Legends ZA has only been out for about a week, and I can already say pretty confidently, it's one of my favorite Pokemon games of all time. This game is a masterpiece and has me addicted. Whenever I'm playing, I'm thinking about it. When I'm eating, I'm thinking about it. When I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about it. So much so that I've already logged 100 hours into it. So allow me to take you on a journey through my first time playing. I saw a lot of familiar faces, tons of new megas, got dripped out, but most importantly, found a bunch of shinies. Now, before we truly get started, I'm going to be doing my best to refrain from spoiling too much of the game here. I think if you're a Pokemon fan and you're planning on playing it, it's something you should really experience for yourself. So, without further ado, we made it to Lumio City, and the game is so realistic, we immediately got robbed in France, but are then presented with a choice. Which starter do you choose? There's really no wrong answer with this duo. For me, I went Totodile. Totodile was like my first true love as a Pokemon. It's not my favorite these days, but I'll always hold a really special place in my heart for it. Also, didn't really matter too much because it's gonna get boxed for some shinies eventually. Sorry. But this is where we get our first taste of the new battle system. I have many thoughts about it, but overall, I think it's pretty fun and a great change of pace from the normal turn-based system. I'll talk a bit more about it later though, because the only thing that was on my mind was getting a feel for shiny hunting in this game. I eventually made my way to the first wild zone and got to experience what peak Pokemon catching was like again. Oh god, how I've missed just being able to throw my Pokeballs at unassuming creatures. At this point in the game, and since the game had only been out for like 5 minutes, I didn't entirely know how to shiny hunt in it. My assumption was that if I run far enough away, the Pokemon will re-roll. And I was right, but there wasn't anything I specifically was looking to add to my team from the selection in Wild Zone 1. So I moved on.
Princess.
All I really wanted to do was find a spot to shiny hunt, but Tawny became my biggest op and refused to let me do what I wanted until I got a bit further along. Also, quick sidebar. The characters in this game, my god, I'm obsessed with them. Their designs are all so amazing and they look so good. There's plenty more later down the line too. Wow. Anyways, after a few hours, I finally found a spot I wanted to try hunting in. Wild Zone 5 is home to lots of Pokemon I'd be more than happy to add to my team. Specifically, Bellsprout or Venipede. Again, since this game just released, I didn't know if my method of shiny hunting worked. Since I have lots of experience shiny hunting, I kinda got the gist of what I thought would work. So I made myself a route throughout the zone. I'd walk in and check the Alpha Bellsprout, run through the streets to the grass where the Venipede spawn, then through the canals, and towards the sewer to where Alpha Whirlipede spawned. Then I would leave the zone and get jump scared by this big spider. Holy. Then further down were some bunnies. I would then route back to Wild Zone 5, back through the sewer and onto the roofs where there were some Pidgeys and Abras, and back down to Alpha Bellsprout to do it all over again. I wasn't exactly sure if this was working, but every time I checked the levels or genders of the Pokemon, they were different. So everything in my professional gamer brain was telling me what I was doing was correct. Now, anxiety was telling me it wasn't, but I would know for sure just a few hours later. Oh my god! Oh my god! It happened! Oh my god! Let's go! Holy crap! We did it! Oh, hello! Hi! Oh my god! Look at you! Look at you!
We ball. It's fine.
Huh. Let's go! We did it! Oh, first shiny is a pink bunny. An absolutely baller first shiny to find. Also, in case you couldn't tell because of my screaming, the shiny sound is back. But not only does the shiny sound return, there's constant sparkles, another little sparkle noise they make when you're close to them, and if you lock on, it tells you if it's a shiny. So you'll probably never have a problem identifying a shiny again. There's also just something so great about getting to see the shiny you just caught run alongside you. It just wouldn't stop bringing a smile to my face. God, I love this game. With my first shiny under my belt, I could continue the story. No. That's a lie. I was addicted. Hearing that shiny sound again after so long, my god. That sound alters my brain chemistry. I kept running the same route in Wild Zone 5 for the rest of my first day in ZA in hopes of getting that sweet, sweet dopamine rush from another shiny. The one I was really hoping for was Venipede. It's a shiny I've never found, and Scolipede has an amazing shiny. And what happened next was something I never would have expected. Whoa, 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 whoa. No way! Oh my god! I heard it and I didn't see. Oh my god! No, 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 no. Oh my god! Oh my god! I can't save. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't even know how to react. I was so confident that I was going to fail the shiny because not only was this thing significantly higher level than my entire team, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this is happening right now. Killing them over and over and making me use all my items. Lock in, Totodile. Lock in. But I couldn't even save. I can't believe I can't save. It got full health again? Oh no. Okay. Oh my god. What do I do? Okay. Squirt's evolving. Oh my god. What's happening right now? Okay, I just need to keep Squirt alive. And die. Bro dies immediately. Okay. Please, Arceus, whoever's listening, please someone help me. Squirt, lock in, brother. Lock in. You need to stop dying. I have 1 revive left. You need to stop dying. I can't believe this is my life right now. Bro, stay right next to me. Do not leave my side, brother. Squirt, we are in this together. Do not leave my side. Don't leave my side. Go. Oh, I trolled. I thought it was going to kill me and have me spawn in God knows what Pokemon Center and despawn. This whole encounter had me sick. I fear it just might be cooked. But fortunately, after a 20-minute struggle, I managed to catch it. Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Oh my god! Let's go! Save. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. Oh my Christ. Oh. Oh my god. I'm gonna throw up. My first shiny alpha of Legends ZA. Oh, by the way, they brought alpha Pokemon back. My prized big roly-poly baby. I have no words. Okay. Okay. To celebrate the occasion, I went on a shopping spree to get absolutely dripped out. One of the main selling points of the original Kalos games was the character customization, and Legends ZA has taken that and multiplied it by 1 trillion. There are so many options in this game. It's actually incredible. The 2-tone hair is so peak. Truly the only limit is how much money you have, because this stuff is expensive. So when a new game comes out, people typically have no idea how it works. So imagine my surprise when later that night, after catching my shiny alpha Whirlipede, I see people online saying if a shiny Pokemon spawns in your game, it will never despawn. I was so worried about failing my big roly guy, and it wasn't even a possibility. Turns out, thanks to the incredible research done by Anubis once again, we know that when a shiny Pokemon spawns in this game, it's put into a separate table of spawns. Oh my god! I'm not gonna act like I know exactly how the code works, but basically, if a shiny Pokemon shows up in your game, it's pretty much impossible to fail it. You can fly somewhere far away, and when you get back, it'll be there. You can black out, and it'll still be there. You can straight up close your game, and it will still be there. The only way you can fail a shiny in this game is if you don't save before trying to catch it. Always save your game if you hear a shiny sound. There's a select few Pokemon that'll run if you get too close to them, and all Pokemon only give you 1 opportunity to catch them after you faint them. As long as you save before doing anything, you won't fail a shiny. I promise. I give it the Thumbo guarantee. I literally tested it all during my 2nd day playing when I stumbled upon a random shiny Vivillon. Something else that was discovered pretty early on into this game's life cycle was that the best way to shiny hunt is to just go through a loading zone over and over and over again. This is optimal shiny hunting gameplay, and you just don't realize it yet. Now, personally, I think that's pretty boring, and I'd much rather just make up routes through the wild zones like I did for my Shelfa Whirlipede. So that's kind of the vibe I'll be going for with future hunts. For the most part, you'll see. Anyways, with my newly evolved haunts, I did a bit more of the story, where I took on my first Rogue Mega. These battles are interesting. I wouldn't say they're difficult, it just feels like your Pokemon never really do that much damage to them. So they just kind of take a while, but they're pretty fun overall. Battling in this game in general is pretty fun. It's actually a bit more complex than just locking on and spamming your attacks. Stat changing moves and moves like Endure or Protect that probably get like no use in normal Pokemon playthroughs are pretty important in your battles here. It's also important to run around the field when you're waiting for your moves to refresh. You know how when you would watch the Pokemon anime and Ash would tell his Pokemon to dodge, and then in your silly dumb brain you'd go, hey, I want to make my Pokemon dodge attacks? Well, now you can actually do that with gameplay. When you're running around, your Pokemon mirrors your movements, but much more important than that, you can make your Pokemon spin. Also, make sure you're using plus moves. I don't even know if the game tells you about this, or just everyone I know skipped the explanation, but pressing the plus button on your controller makes your moves more powerful. It also uses some of your Mega Energy, but it can be really helpful if you're in a pinch. And obviously, this is where the story starts getting pretty good, so I'm definitely gonna keep doing more of it. But I also unlocked some more wild zones, so like, have to check those out. And by checking them out, I don't only mean doing more shiny hunts. Each zone has Pokemon in it, duh. But something the game doesn't tell you is that in order to get random alphas to spawn in these wild zones, you first need to catch every Pokemon that naturally spawns in said zone. Now, if you were attempting to complete Mabel's research tasks as fast as possible in order to get your shiny charm like me, maybe you were already doing that. Maybe not, and now you know. Something else you should know about is hitting the like and subscribe button. Helps me out a ton. Okay, but once I did catch everything, then it was back to shiny hunting. With 10 zones at our disposal, we have a lot of options when it comes to shinies to hunt. My criteria for shiny hunts is usually in this order. 1. A Pokemon or shiny I like. 2. End of list. So I started doing routes in both Area 10 and Area 4. These two areas have a bunch of Pokemon that I would be more than happy to add to the team. Some redemption on Bellsprout, Slowpoke, Spinarak, Carvana, Tynamo, or Honedge if you hunt. And because I was happy with any of these shinies, I was just swapping back and forth between the two zones. Until this happened. Oh! Yeah! Let's go! Oh my god! Let's go! Okay, so I can't lie. Of all the Pokemon I mentioned, this was probably the #1 choice I wanted. Honedge and the rest of its line has always had one of the best shinies in all of Pokemon. It also just so happened to be the least likely of all the Pokemon I could have found. Oh my god! Time out. My luck in this game seems to be pretty strange. My hunts seem to go longer than the average shiny hunters, but I also just never phase and find my target. But then this happened. He's red. He's definitely red. Oh, I need to catch it. I need to catch it. Oh, oh no, 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 oh no. It's gonna despawn. Does it come back? So again, being that this was only my second day playing ZA, I wasn't completely sure on how all the mechanics worked. I was fairly confident that this Honedge would come back if I switched the day back to nighttime, but since I did just save, that wasn't a risk I was willing to take. Yes! Okay. Holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. I feel like it would have come back, but I didn't want to risk that being a possibility that it doesn't come back. Let's go. Hey, look at you. Something that I have yet to mention so far is that for some reason, they decided to get rid of the ability to turn off autosave. Now, based on what we already know about how shinies work in this game, it's not that big of a deal. But again, I didn't know how often it autosaved and wasn't willing to lose this amazing shiny. A hunt that ended more stressfully than it needed to. Yeah. Hell yeah. But look at this thing. My lord. Honedge is obviously bold. Calm. He's calm. He doesn't look very calm.
He is stained blood red, the color of his I butchered that. He's stained red, the same color of the blood of his enemies. Okay, that's what I was trying to say.
This game is so much fun that I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of it for my viewers. Stay tuned to learn more about that later. And after a pretty quick and successful hunt, I went and did just a teensy bit more story. Again, I'm not going to spoil most things, but this scene is very important for me to show off.
It's in your mouth, boy. Oh. Oh, okay.
Another thing that's important for me to show off is probably the most important NPC in the entire game. Remember the ball guy from Sword and Shield? Well, this is the ball man. He can be found outside of every Pokemon Center. The controls in this game take a bit of getting used to. In PLA, you press right trigger to throw a ball at a wild Pokemon, but also to take out your own Pokemon. In this game, you only use it to throw balls at wild Pokemon. So chances are, you're going to be accidentally throwing your Pokeballs a lot. Well, fortunately, this beautiful man runs all around the city and picks up every single ball you throw by accident, or miss a Pokemon with, or throw out of rage, so your money doesn't get wasted. Which is great because, oh my god, the clothes are so expensive! And then it was straight back to the grind. I just hadn't got my fill of different colored creatures yet, and really wanted that Carvana. So I made my way back to Zone 10 and continued running routes until it was time for bed. Another little quirk that I have yet to mention about ZA is that there's a way that you can AFK shiny hunting. For those of you not in the loop, AFK means away from keyboard, or in this instance, controller, meaning I can shiny hunt Pokemon without even playing the game. How? Well, in Wild Zone 3, there's a loading zone. Don't know why, it's literally the only zone in the entire game with one. But you can just keep running up and down this staircase over and over again. And every time you do it, the Pokemon spawns re-roll. And as we've already learned, reloading areas doesn't delete shinies. So if you have a rubber band, all you have to do is force your character to keep running down. I like to refer to this method as the Stairmaster, and I decided to do the Stairmaster overnight. Now in my personal opinion, any shinies I find doing this method, I don't really want to use. I feel like having the hunt be completely AFK kind of takes away the point of even doing the hunt in the first place. But I wanted to see how it would go, and that's just my personal opinion. If you do this method and use every single shiny that you find, all the power to you. I just don't want to. So I set it up and went off to bed, just to wake up to this. Okay, I just woke up. I'm looking at my screen. I died. So I wasn't entirely sure if the method had worked, or for how long it did, until... well, it worked. Oh! Oh, that's 3. 4. Yeah, so farming shinies in this game is pretty easy, especially for certain Pokemon. Were these shinies easy to find? Yes. Was that gonna stop me from flexing them? Of course not. You may think this game is about Lumio City and Zygarde, but in reality, it's only about finding shinies and aura farming. And finding shinies is what I do best, so I kept hunting for even more, back in Wild Zone 10. And I didn't have to wait all that long for my next one to show up. Currently, I am hunting specifically, I want Carvana or Tynamo, but I will be very happy if I find a Slowpoke or a Bellsprout or a Staryu. Honestly, Big Sharpedo is the only thing I think I don't want to find. So, if I had to guess, it's probably what I'm gonna find. Have I said that yet? Have I told you guys yet that I don't want Alpha Sharpedo? The more I say I don't want it, the more likely it is to show up. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately true. Say you don't want Tynamo. The problem is, though, I do want Tynamo. You have to mean it. When you say you don't want something, you have to mean it. Otherwise, the game knows. Dropping my cup off the boat. No! No! Probably not the reaction you would expect from finding a shiny, but I got over it pretty quick. Come on, man. It's so cool, but I don't want it. It's so cool, though. I have the high ground. Come on. I mean, look, we all knew it was going to happen, right? I just want to get a picture of its sparkles. I missed. Ah!
Okay, that was a sick picture. I'm here to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. Yippee!
And like I said just a minute ago,
Okay, I like him. I like him. Fine. He's cool. We're matching. We're matching.
with a new shiny in hand, it's time to Aura Farm, where I accidentally did this. 100,000! Oh, why did I do that? 100,000! Oh, it didn't Mega Evolve. I just wasted 100k. Bro, every other cafe is 500. Why is this one 100,000? That is actually the most tragic thing that's ever happened to a person ever. Why is stuff so expensive in this game? You know, Pokemon aren't the only thing you can find when you're roaming the streets of Lumiose. There's also these purple Pokeballs that have colorful screws in them. These are actually some of the most important items in the entire game. Every time you see one of these, you're definitely going to want to go and grab it. They can be traded in front of Racine Construction for Canary dolls. Who's Canary? Definitely not a catfish. But what's important here is that these dolls give you some really great bonuses, like making more money for buying clothes, or letting you catch Pokemon easier, or making more money for buying clothes, or even making it so that you don't die as quickly, or my favorite bonus, making more money for buying clothes. Speaking of side things, make sure you guys do your side quests too. It's the best way to get the Kalos starters early, and the only way to start reviving fossils, or maybe just get yourself a little something special.
She's just like me, for real, for real.
Anywho's, a shiny hunt that I've been doing in the background that I haven't told you guys about was for Dratini. Myself and probably every single person playing this game wants a shiny Dratini. We all just need to know what color shiny Mega Dragonite is. Dratini can be found on top of Restaurant Le Na. Yes, that's actually what it's called. Over the first couple of days, I'd probably spent an hour or two looking for the noodle without any luck. But then this happened.
Is that a shiny Fletchling? Okay. Hell yeah.
So clearly it was not meant to be. Yet. At this point, I unlocked a few more wild zones, and one of the zones had a Pokemon I've wanted shiny for a very long time. When a new Pokemon game comes out and the first trailer drops, they usually show off a few Pokemon that weren't in earlier games, and I could not contain my excitement for Pinsir. Pinsir did not have the same excitement for me though. Here's a glimpse into how I spent my time playing during my third day of ZA. I straight up did this for like 6 or 7 hours in a row. Eventually I caved and started doing it the faster way of just fast traveling to the zone gate on loop. Pinsir still took an absurd amount of time. Like I said before, my luck playing this game has been so odd. My hunts take a long time, but I also just never seem to phase on other shinies. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But after 11 hours searching... Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh! Oh, it's Peak! It's Peak! She's Peak! Come here, you little doofus.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm elated, as you might say.
Let's go! I'm free! It may have taken 11 hours of my life away from me,
Aura farming. Max aura farming. Throws on fire.
but you can't tell me she wasn't worth it. After such a long, grueling hunt, I wanted to just enjoy my time playing through more of what the game had to offer me. I met some amazing new characters, like my favorite Short King, Corbeau.
Banger.
Oh my god, the way he just threw that. Why did he throw his ball like that? And some really cool new megas. And I promise I'm only going to spoil a few of them right now. So if you don't want any spoilers, skip to this time on the screen now. Like seriously, I'm about to do it. Are they gone? Okay. Oh my god, Mega Phalanx. Oh my god. It's so goofy. I love it so much. It's the best thing ever. What in tar? That's kind of gas. Honestly, that's kind of sick as hell. That the little ones on the bottom. That's kind of gas. Oh my god, I kind of love that thing. The ones on the bottom. And Mega Scolipede, they gave the Bug Horse armor. Oh my god. I'm so happy I randomly stumbled on a Shalfa Whirlipede. I had no idea Scolipede got a Mega. I'm so happy you're on my team. Ah! Anyways, the only shiny hunting I did on this day was some more ladder climbing simulator for a possible shiny Dratini, and when I needed to step away for a few minutes, hitting legs on the Stairmaster, which resulted in me finding a few more shinies. So the funny thing about the Stairmaster, or as I also like to call it, semi-ethical shiny hunting, it also affects the spawns of the Pokemon on the rooftops that are just near the wild zone. So when I just so happened to check over there, I found a shiny Pidgey,
Because I did this. Oh,
a shiny Badoo,
over here. Stop! Oh my god, it's a Badu too! No! Okay.
and 2 shiny Fletchling right next to each other.
Is that 2 Fletchlings? Is that 2 shiny Fletchlings right next to each other? Brother, what the heck?
I also don't know if these shinies have just been sitting in my game from when I did the Stairmaster overnight, probably, or if I got them from the few spurts I did throughout the day. Now, something you might be asking is why do I refer to it as semi-ethical shiny hunting? Well, like I said earlier, I don't really want to use these shinies. They feel like I didn't earn them since I just rubber banded my controller and didn't even hunt for them. But there's an even far sinister way to hunt shinies in this game. If you're someone who owns a turbo controller, you can find yourself a nice realistic anti-homeless bench to sit on. And with this bench, you can rubber band your controller stick down and turbo the A button in order to switch the game from day to night and night back to day. And this is a loading screen, so it can make shinies appear. This is what I would refer to as unethical unethical shiny hunting. And as someone who doesn't own a turbo controller, I refuse to do it. I bought one. I wanted to test it out. Okay, but obviously I would never use a shiny that I found from such unethical practices, is what I told myself before I spent a solid couple hours climbing this dang ladder looking for a Dratini. You see, I wanted to save myself some trouble, so when I went to sleep that night, I may have set up my freshly purchased turbo controller to enter and exit the restaurant that Dratini spawns on top of. And when I woke up the next morning, I was greeted by a Spinarak, Pidgey, another Spinarak, and a Scatterbug, but no Dratini. Turns out Dratini is a very ethical Pokemon and doesn't spawn when you exit this restaurant. So I did a hunt that was impossible to complete, and honestly I felt really guilty about it. So I made it my mission to find a shiny Dratini later that day the ethical way. There's a different rooftop that Dratini spawns on. Actually there's like 4, but that doesn't really matter because this rooftop right here next to Area 8 would be my home until I found a shiny Dratini. And oh my god, this hunt. Oh my god. Doing it this way, you can check a brand new Dratini every 5 seconds. So that means I can see about 720 per hour. With the shiny odds being full at 1 in 4096, it'll take about 5.5 hours to reach them. This hunt took longer than that. So instead of me just explaining it to you, why don't I just show you some of the highlights of my descent into madness. Enjoy.
Oh boy, do I love looking for shiny Dratini. I love shiny Dratini. They call me Mickey Mouse. Now I'm shining. Like I'm born to be. Fun thing, guys. The great thing about shinies is that once you hit odds, you're guaranteed to get it. Once you hit 4096, it's the shiny's always there, right? Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta. What instrument is this? As someone who has no musical ability, what instrument am I listening to? As a violinist, I know it's not a violin. You know, if there's one why doesn't that sound right? If there's one sound device that I know it's not, it's the violin. Instrument. Why did I forget the word instrument? Deaf, a saxophone, I think. I don't know. I'm musically illiterate as well. See, I thought it was a saxophone too, and I love the saxophone. Anything with sax in it gets me going. You know? They shiny on my charm until I buh. It is definitely a saxophone. You know what? I'm glad someone was able to conclude what the instrument was. Bum bum. Ho ho. Ho ho. Mickey's back. Ho ho.
At some point during stream, chat demanded I go and find other Dratini spawns, but as an ethical gamer, I refuse to hunt it there.
I'm very ethical, and therefore I will go back to Wild Zone 8.
And when I return to my original spot...
Who? Who did it? Rat! Rat!
And then I turned my Dratini hunt into a cult.
Should you join the Dratini hunt? How about everyone in chat joins the Dratini hunt? Let's all Let's all shiny hunt Dratini in solidarity of each other. Join us. Join us. Let's all shunt Dratini. Ethically. We ethically shunt Dratini. Join us. Ethical shunters. It's not a cult, I swear. Join us. Dratini only shows for those that are ethical and pure of heart. You're officially shunting Dratini. Welcome. Welcome, brother. We are ethical shunters. We will find this Dratini, even if it kills us. Ethically. Do I look like I'm winning? Do I look like I'm winning anything right now? I can't take it. I can't take it. I'm crashing. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Oh! Oh! Minnie! Minnie! Don't bring him back. Put him away. Keep the demon inside. Keep the Mickey Mouse demon deep inside. I'm like Naruto. I have the Mickey Mouse demon inside me. I'm a Jinchuriki for Mickey Mouse. You the goat for keep trying. I'll never go up. Nope. I'll never. Oh my god. My words. Sentences are no longer forming properly. Brain is starting to function less. What happened? I was away for 10 minutes. Nothing. Nothing has changed. We're in hell. We're in ethical hell. I would like one ethical noodle, please. One ethical pink noodle. Size does not matter. Size not important, as long as it's ethical. I know I can do it, but I'm a little tired of running back and forth. My soldiers do not buckle or yield when faced with the cruelty of this world. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers rage. My soldiers ethically hunt Dratini. My soldiers are ethical. My soldiers push forward. My soldiers scream out. My soldiers are ethical! God gives her hardest battles to her most ethical shiny hunters. My soldiers are in despair. I'd like to order one noodle, please. One pink noodle. Don't care about the size. It could be 3 inches. It could be 4 inches. It could be 5 inches. It could be 6, even, perhaps. I think 3's plenty big. Just needs to be in the pink variety. What if I don't get it today? Then I will ethically cry myself to sleep. Gotta catch this Ekans and rename it Dratini. Yeah, you know, it's close enough. It's almost pink. Your boy was full of joy and whimsy when he started today, but he's been rolling on the rooftops for 7 hours. The joy has left his eyes. The whimsy depleted. Pain has taken its place. Unk is still at it. Yep. Unk don't know when to quit. Unk never goes back on his word. Unk throw a premier ball. Unk's ninja way. You got the shiny after 20 minutes. I can't take it. I can't take it anymore. I can't take it anymore. Make it stop. I'm gonna crash out. Close enough. Welcome back, shiny Dratini. Go bench. Unethical. I refuse. I'm not unethical. I'm an ethical gamer. I'm just not gonna look at the screen anymore, and you guys just have to tell me if it's shiny or not. If I don't know, it can't hurt me. Mr. Krabs, I want to go to bed. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Ah! I'm free. I have free will. I could stop at any moment. I have free will. I don't have to keep doing this. I have free will. That's how I feel right now. Oh my god! Oh my god! It happened! This is why you stay! Never give up! Never give up! I never go back on my word! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm free! I'm so free! Hello. Oh my god, it's real. I can't believe it's real. She's beautiful. She's perfect. I love her. I can fix her. This is the angriest noodle I've ever seen in my life. Ah! I'm free. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Let's go drink some coffee. This calls for a special occasion. I'll take your ultimate coffee. That sounds just right. Ha 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 ha. I'll take your finest cup of joe. Oh, you're looking at the camera. Okay. Rip to Shiny Dratini. Shiny Dratini, a real one. She is very brave. She is so brave that she took over 20 hours to show up. She's a very brave girl. I'm so proud of her.
In total, this hunt took me about 20 hours. 10 hours pretty much straight on this roof doing my greatest upstairs neighbor impression. There were honestly way too many parts of this stream to include, so if you feel the need to watch my descent into madness in full, you can find it alongside pretty much my entire playthrough of ZA in the live tab on my channel. You can also join my Discord to know when I'm going live or when I post a new video, like this one. Or you can join just to flex your shinies in my face, like so many people did as I was hunting for Dratini. I am now going to spoil what shiny Mega Dragonite looks like. So skip here if you don't want to know.
I am one of 10 shiny Dragonite fans, but now we get to see shiny Mega Dragonite. Schmegalpha Dragonite, if you will. It did. Oh. Peak. Peak. It's peak, bro. It's so peak. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. Oh, rip. Noodle's dead. Okay.
Before I even started the perilous journey that was the shiny Dratini hunt, I unlocked a couple more wild zones. Now, I didn't expect the Shalfa Dratini I found to take up my entire day, but since I was there for so long, I had a lot of time to think of what I wanted to hunt for next, and I was split between a few good choices. Wild Zone 16 has Froakie and Phalanx, and 17 has Lampet and Skarmory. 4 shinies I'd be more than happy to add to my team. Now, Wild Zone 17 is just a disguise for literal hell on earth. The group of Pyroars are like a gosh darn mafia crew.
Oh my. Oh my.
Ah! They will earth power you into the ground and murder you relentlessly, even if you're on the roof. How? How is that possible? I'm not even on the earth.
How are you earth? How? This is a game for children!
And also proves that in the argument of a billion lions versus every Pokemon, the lions might have a decent chance. You know, if they have the power of fire and earth, which they don't. So Zone 16 is where I'd be spending some time. Now, I was really hoping to find a Froakie to replace my Shalfa Sharpedo. No offense, Sharpedo, I still love you. But really wouldn't be upset with finding anything. And figured I'd just let the game make the decision for me. And 2 hours later... Oh. Shiny Phalanx. Ooh. Oh, hello. The fellas. It's the fellas. Hello, gentlemen. The fellas. I was happy with this outcome. Didn't really want to do another 20-hour hunt directly after Dratini. And I also may have done just one more unethical hunt. Listen, after the Dratini hunt, I earned one unethical shiny. In all honesty though, the shiny I was looking for was Slowpoke. Not even because I wanted to use it, just because they fixed shiny Slowpoke. Or I guess I should say they changed it back to what it used to be, and it looks so good. Also got me wondering if there were any other shinies that got changed or fixed. If you know of any, let me know. And this was kind of my last hunt. At this point, my game was already in the mid to high 80-hour mark, and I still hadn't finished the story. So I went and did that, which again, I won't spoil anything, but cinema. And between story beats, I did some semi-ethical hunting and found a few goobers. Also, there's a silly part towards the end where our favorite short king and his goons become a ladder for you. And what's even better is that after you climb them, you can jump off the roof.
What if I just jump right off?
And then you can do it again.
Hey guys.
And a third.
I definitely won't fall off a third time. Why would I do that?
And then the game puts up an invisible wall.
Fall off again, and we're having the Pokemon Showdown at Hotel Z. Well, now I have to fall down. I have to fall down again. Okay, fine. I'll go. I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed anymore. The game won't let me. No.
I in no way want to say Pokémon Legends ZA is a perfect game, but it's the first time in a very long time that the Pokemon Company has innovated on their systems. I know there's always a ton of discourse when it comes to Pokemon games, which there is definitely some valid criticism to have there, but so much of it seems so disingenuous. Could this game look better? Absolutely. Does that mean it looks bad? No. At the end of the day, who cares if the game is fun? We're not watching a movie here, we're playing the video game, and the video game is fun to play. Moral of the story, let people enjoy the things they want to enjoy. And if you don't like that thing, it's okay. You don't have to tell everyone about it. If you like Pokemon, I'm willing to bet 99% you'll like ZA. If you've ever enjoyed a Pokemon game, I think you'll enjoy ZA. It's a fun game. Especially when you don't have a little Bellsprout in your ear telling you it ain't. I think it's so much fun that I want to give away 2 free copies. One for the members of my Discord channel, and one for the people who follow me on Twitter. If you want a chance at either one of those giveaways, join the Discord or check out my Twitter. You can enter both, but only win one. Best of luck. At the end of the day, I think this game is pretty great. I'm in the process of getting myself the shiny charm. 1,000 battles, damn. Pretty close to finishing that off. And once I have it, I'll be taking on plenty of more fun shiny hunting challenges. I feel like I've barely even scratched the surface of the hunts I want to complete in this game. So stay tuned for more. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.